What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live training here at Wealth Streams for Beginners. Guys, how are we doing tonight? Hope you guys like that little intro that I set up for you guys. Now, real quick, guys, before I go ahead and get started with the live training, can you guys do me a quick favor and let me know if you guys can hear me perfectly fine? Can I get a comment down below real quick, guys? Real quick, if you guys can hear me just fine. I want to make sure that, you guys can hear me before I go ahead and get started. So let me know, guys. I need somebody in the comments to let me know if I'm all good. Someone in the comments. I currently don't have anybody in here right now. So what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick is see let me go ahead and see if anybody can hear me. Let me see. Okay, perfect. All right, so it looks like we're good. Okay, perfect. It looks like we're good. All right, guys. Sorry, everybody's tuning in a little bit late tonight, which is perfectly fine, right? But I didn't want to go ahead and start the live if no one can hear me, right? It would suck if I'm nonstop speaking for like 30, 40 minutes and, this entire time you guys can't hear me. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody can hear me perfectly fine. Now, guys, tonight I actually set up a special PowerPoint for you guys because everyone always requests the PowerPoints. Every time I speak to you guys always tell me, Juan, you need to get these PowerPoints back, man. They're freaking entertaining. They're super engaging. And everybody just always has good things to say about PowerPoints, which, hey, I get it. If you guys want to see the PowerPoint, you guys don't want to see my face, hey, that's perfectly fine, guys. Not only that, there's a great opportunity for you guys to screenshot, for you guys to write down, in your notes, right? So make sure that if you guys have a pen and paper, make sure that you guys go ahead and get that ready because tonight is going to be packed with a ton of information, guys. So I'm super excited, guys. Let me go ahead and do a quick share screen for you guys so that you guys can go ahead and start seeing the PowerPoint, guys. Now, again, guys, welcome to Wealth Streams for Beginners. This is our free group. This is, the platform that we use for everyone to soak in as much free information, learn about ATMs, learn about merchant services, and ultimately see if this is even something that you guys want to do, right? A lot of people, they truly don't know what they want to do, right? And I would hate for someone to go out and spend their hard-earned money on a program or a course or a mentor, and then it just turns out that you don't like that particular business, that niche, right? So this is exactly why I've created this special live training, this group, this community, is so that you guys can constantly take in as much free information, put the puzzle together, see what you guys can do, see if you could even do it on your own. And hey, at the end of the day, guys, I've mentored hundreds of people in the last 5 years of being in this business, and I don't mind taking in more people. I don't mind helping more of you guys build your business and build passive income and ultimately reach financial freedom, right? That's the goal for everybody. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into our live stream tonight, guys. I'm super pumped for you guys. Now, real quick, let's go ahead and go over the overview. Now, guys, this overview is going to pretty much be the entire live training tonight. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible for you guys. I'm going to try to not make it as long, but I'm a bit of a yapper. So if I tend to yap a lot, feel free to comment down below. Let me know, hey, Juan, man, you're yapping a little too much, man. Let's get into the live training, guys. It's okay. It's okay. I 100% understand if you guys need to kind of put me on check. That's perfectly fine. I respect that. Now, lesson number 1, guys, the most beginner way on building passive income. Now, most of you guys know me as the ATM guy. You guys know me from my ATM business. And I just want to make sure that you guys understand the entire business model from A to Z, right? A lot of people go on YouTube, you guys go online, you guys follow other mentors or consultants or, gurus. And it turns out that you do exactly as they say. And some of these guys, believe it or not, unfortunately, they're just trying to sell you a course. They're just trying to sell you some sort of like mentorship or some sort of like guide, when in reality, they're not in the business. All they did was sign up for other programs, copy and paste what they do, and then just say that they do it so that they can sell you a course. And unfortunately, that's just the world we live in, guys. So make sure that you guys follow people that are legitimate in the business, right? The best way for you to learn something, a business, a skill, a talent, doesn't matter, is by actually learning from someone that's already doing it. Why? They've already gone through other struggles. They've already gone through the trial and error. They've gone through their fair share of trial and error, right? So it's always better to learn from someone who's already done it, right? So lesson number 1, it's going to be the most beginners, the way to build passive income. Number 2, guys, 3 things not to do when starting your business. This is very important. A lot of people tend to make the most common mistakes when starting a business, whether it's ATMs, whether it's merchant services, whether it's vending machines, whether it's real estate, whether it's e-commerce, drop shipping. I mean, you name it, guys. A lot of people always make mistakes, and that's just because they tend to start things on their own. They tend to not want to invest in themselves, which is, something that we'll get into here in just a second. And then number 3, guys, we're going to go ahead and do a live Q&A. So for all of you guys that tune into the live, even you guys that are in the replay, watching the replay right now as well, make sure that you guys comment down below any questions that you have once we get to the Q&A, and I would be more than happy to answer it either live or for your replay. I'll just go ahead and comment underneath your comment and help you guys out. So let's go ahead and get into the live training, guys. Now, real quick, guys, one question before we actually dive in. Matter of fact, guys, before we actually dive in, every single one of you guys watching right now live, if you guys are watching live, go ahead and comment live down below. That's LIVE, guys. Go ahead and do me a favor. Huge favor, guys. I really do appreciate when you guys comment down below. So shout out to all my people commenting right now. Comment live down below if you guys are watching live. And also for all my people watching the replay, hey, comment replay down below. I'm still watching your guys' comments. I'm still going to like it. I'm still going to comment down below. I really do appreciate when you guys comment down below because it helps out with the algorithm, guys. All it does is it allows more amazing people like yourself. You join our community, you join our live trainings, and continue to learn from the information that we have here. So comment live if you guys are watching live, and comment replay if you guys are watching the replay. Now, again, one quick question, guys, before we go ahead and dive in, and that is going to be, guys, what's your motivation on wanting to start your business? I'm actually curious. Everyone has their own, why, their own motivation, their own motive, their own goals, right? Don't be afraid, guys. There is literally no wrong answer. If you guys right now have a goal, you guys have a motivation, you guys have, why, right? You have something that's motivating you to want to start your business, whether it's a New Year's resolution, right? Whether it's being financially free by the end of this year, whether it's going on a nice dream vacation this year, whether it's covering your bills. It doesn't matter, guys. There's no wrong answer. Comment down below, guys. What's your motivation? What's your why? Real quick, while you guys do that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know what my why is. Now, the picture all the way over here on the far left, guys, unfortunately, you guys can see like my torso. This is a picture of both me and my little brother when we were little, living in our old home when my parents first got a home, right? It was, I kid you not, I was in the ghetto. We were living in the ghetto pretty much all our life until we got older. And now, we've been able to build our own life and, get great, jobs, degrees, and of course, me taking the entrepreneurship route, right? But this picture, I hate that you guys can't see it because, guys, we are literally sitting on top of a cooler, right? Next to a window AC unit. The carpet's jacked up. The walls are jacked up. Guys, we were in the ghetto. Right. A lot of people a lot of my friends actually that I show these pictures to, they're always like, dude, you used to live in a trap house. So we were living in the ghetto. Right. And my goal was always not to put my kids through the similar situation that I went through. Now, I'm not ungrateful, guys. Trust me. I actually am very grateful for my past. It taught me a lot. It taught me a big lesson in life. And at the end of the day, my parents were doing the best that they could to take care of us, right? My mom, mom of 4 kids, right? She couldn't go to work. She had to be a stay-at-home mom. So my dad had to do with every, men and women, as a single member in the family to go work a 9 to 5, right? That's all he had to do. He had to work, put overtime, right? And provide for our family, right? My mom didn't work, so he was the only provider in our family. And, growing up all our life, I mean, all I remember when with my dad was seeing him in his work clothes. That's because he would wake up early in the morning, go to work. I remember waking up and my mom was like helping him out and getting his lunch and everything like that. My dad's changing and go off to work. He wouldn't get back till sundown and just eat dinner and want to sit down and want to rest, because the next day, for the next 5 days, it was the same process, right? And that taught me a valuable lesson as I was a kid, because whenever I want to start my family. This is my thoughts when I was a kid, right? Whenever I start my family, I don't want to be in a similar situation where I can't spend time with my kids, where I can't provide, Christmas presents. And unfortunately, throughout our entire childhood, we didn't receive presents. I mean, my mom would sign us up for Salvation Army, and we would do the little Christmas trees where we would write down what we would like for Christmas. And then people kind enough that were willing to buy us Christmas presents were, buying us Christmas presents, taking it to the Salvation Army. And then, during Christmas time, our parents would pick them up and put them under our Christmas tree, because we just could not afford Christmas presents, right? So all of this, guys, which again, I'm forever grateful that this happened, because it formed the type of person that I am today. But it taught me a valuable lesson, guys. It taught me that time is money, right? Time is money. And at the end of the day, if you're trading your time for money, you're never going to get out of the rat race. You're never going to find a break, right? The only way you're going to find a break is if you make your money work for you. And instead of trading your time for money, you're trading money for more money, right? You're making your money work. So my entire youth, guys, and I'll try to cut this short because, again, like I said, I'm a yapper, right? My entire youth, I was always figuring out how I can make money. Social media came along. I started following different entrepreneurs and I started to learn about entrepreneurship, right? I mean, in middle school, I would walk across the street to Family Dollar, buy candies, packs of candies for $1, $2. I would go to school and sell every little piece of candy and turn profit, right? And that's when my entrepreneurship journey really started, right? Fast forward to 2018, after I dropped out of college, I went to the oil fields of West Texas and worked there for about a year. Got the news that my firstborn was coming into this world, which is my little girl over here to my right, the one on the very left over here. And once I got the news, I was like, man, out here in the oil fields, I'm working 10 days. I'm going home for 4. I'm literally gonna do the same thing my father did, which was be away because we were working nonstop, and that's what I didn't want to do. So the second I got the news that my daughter was coming into this world, I saved up a lot of money during that entire time that I was working out there, and I was like, you know what? I have to figure out how I can go back home, right? As my daughter gets older, figure out how I can make my money work for me, and that's when, guys, in 2020 came around. I dropped my oil field career. I was making close to 6 figures a year, $100,000 a year, right? And I was like, I'm gonna start a business. I started in January of 2020 with my very first ATM. Started making $250 a month, right? To a lot of people, you guys are like, you went from making $8,000 a month, $8,000 plus a month, to making $250 a month. How does that even make sense? Well, I knew that there was going to have to be a sacrifice, and that sacrifice was going to be time. It's going to be time, because I went from making $8,000 a month to making, 250, a few $100 a month. And I knew that that was going to be the case, but I was willing to take that time. I was willing to take that break. And that's why I actually saved up a lot of my money, because I saw this coming, but I didn't let that demotivate me whatsoever. I kept putting in the work, right? By the end of my first year of being in the business, I ended up scaling to 5 ATMs. My second year, I scaled to 11. My third year, I scaled to like 17. My fourth year, I scaled to actually like over 28 machines. And currently I'm in my 5th year literally just started my 5th year and I'm over 35 ATMs. Now, as you can see this picture over here to the far right, this is merchant services. I've started my merchant services business, guys, about 7 months ago, 8 months now, actually. And whenever I started this business, the only reason I started it was because it was going to allow me to double dip. It was going to allow me to make 2 streams of income from one merchant that I work with. So realistically speaking, if I have 10 different businesses in my area that I'm working with, and I put an ATM and a credit card machine in there, guess what? That is 20 different streams of income from 10 businesses, because 2 streams times 10 businesses, that's 20 streams of income. So whenever I got that idea, guys, I was like, man, I'm going to go ahead and start this. Well, because I've gathered a lot of sales experience, I've gathered a lot of experience just in general, door-to-door, leveraging, social media, I was able to scale my merchant services portfolio pretty quick. In 8 months, I'm up to like 20 current locations, 20 current credit card machines, guys, inside of businesses. And some of these credit card machines are actually inside of some of the businesses that I've installed ATMs. So with some of these businesses, I'm double dipping. There's some where I have my credit card machines by themselves, and then there's some where I have ATMs by themselves. But the moral of the story, guys, is I've been able to build 2 different streams of income, which now makes me financially free. I am now making over $20,000 a month from my portfolio. And now I can sit here, go on live, not have to worry about making any money from this live, helping a ton of people. Even if I help one person, that makes me happy. But now I'm able to help people do the exact same thing by providing information, because I've been able to build this business. Now I can spend any time and every time with my daughters. I can go on vacation. I can take care of my parents, right? I can do, provide financially for my family, because of the businesses that I built, because I chose to go left instead of right, right? Everyone always wants to go to school, get a degree, get a well-paying job. I chose to go against the grain, guys. I chose to go with the risk, which was start a business, right? And with building businesses, guys, there's always risk. The biggest risk is not taking any risk, though. So make sure that you guys, if you guys want to start something, man, go all in. Go all in, believe, stay consistent, and this is going to work out, guys. Trust me, you will see the fruits of your labor. So don't let your dreams be dreams, guys. These are some of my students. These are just a few of my students. Obviously, I can't fit a few hundred people in here in this current screen, but these are just 4 of my students that have recently scaled their business to over 5 ATMs, over 3 ATMs, got their 3rd ATM. Kim over here on the far right installed her 3rd ATM, and she started with us literally, I want to say like 4 months ago. 3 ATMs already in less than 6 months, guys. Come on. You got Horacio over here. He installed his 5th ATM. Right, you got Michael over here, who's installed, I believe this was his 2nd or 3rd. The words are small, but 2nd or 3rd, right? And then of course over here, my boy Marcus installed his 3rd ATM at a pool bar. Literally, they play pool and it's a bar. So it's a cash only business, and so far he's crushing it. He's actually working on his 4th or 5th location now. I mean, I got so many students that are constantly reminding me of their success. I mean, I do apologize, guys, if you guys are watching, if I've set your numbers wrong. But these are just a few of my students, guys, that have started their business and been able to scale their business and now making their way to financial freedom, right? Building a passive income stream that will take care of them for the rest of their life, or at least for the rest of their portfolio, right? If they choose not to sell it or whatever the case may be, right? But they now build a cash flowing asset, a cash flowing business that's going to constantly make them money. So let's go ahead and begin with the live training, guys. If you guys are excited for this live training, go ahead and comment down below excited, man. Go ahead and comment excited. Go ahead and drop a thumbs up. Go ahead and let me know. Let's go, LFG. Let's freaking go, right? Go ahead and comment the fire emoji, guys. Go ahead and comment down below. Let me know that you guys are watching. Let me know that you guys are interacting, guys. It really helps out with the algorithm. Trust me, guys. It makes me feel a little good that you guys interact with me. I do appreciate it. So let's begin, though. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, the most beginner way to build passive income. Now, guys, there's so many different ways to build passive income, but by far the best 2 ways that have worked for me as an entrepreneur has been building both my ATM and merchant services business. Now, before I get into the step-by-step, here's the reason why, guys. I've explained it earlier, but for all my people that are just now tuning in, you're able to double dip, guys. You're able to install one of these machines, the credit card machines. Everybody and their mother, their uncles, their neighbors, doesn't matter, are walking around with a credit card or a debit card. Am I right? Right? Every single one of you guys watching right now, how many of you guys carry cash or carry card? We all carry cards, guys. Even me in the ATM business carries card, right? So if you guys can put a terminal inside of a business, whether it's in convenience store, barber shop, nail salon, food truck, mobile barbers, right? Events, right? Bazaars, malls, right? You will make money from this machine every single time someone swipes their card. Now we'll actually get into the numbers here in just a second during the live training, but you're able to make residual income from this machine. Every time someone swipes the card, you make a few cents to a few dollars every single time someone swipes their card. Great thing about this, guys, it's residual. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to show up and fill it up like you would normally do with an ATM. Now, guys, don't get me wrong. An ATM business is still crucial. I just landed a cash-only bar back in October, and this bar has so far consistently made me $2,300 to $2,800 over the last few months in passive income, right? So there's still a lot of cash-only businesses. There's still a few businesses out there that are cash-only or cash-driven that you guys can benefit off of with an ATM. So guys, don't get me wrong. An ATM business is still great, but what's better than one? Two, right? So ATM businesses and merchant services is a great way to do, and that's what I've been able to do. So here's a step-by-step on how to build passive income through ATMs and merchant services. Number one, your LLC and your EIN, guys. Building your company, guys. Building your company is very important. Here's the reason why building your company is very important. Number one, guys, is going to protect you and your personal assets. Let's just say, for example, because we are in America and technically you can get sued for almost anything. Let's just say, God forbid, someone tries to sue you, right? They trip over your ATM or your credit card machine, fell on their toe and broke their nail, right? They just got a pedicure, right? Now they want to sue you. Well, guess what? They cannot go after you, your home, your cars, your jewelry, your personal assets. They can only go after your business. And this is why an LLC is very important. Now, an EIN, which is your employer identification number, just another fancy word for social security number, right? It's the social security number to your business. It's the number that identifies that entity, that LLC, right? So, Bizy.com. Bizy.com is the best way to set up your company. Reason being is because, number one, guys, all you have to worry about is paying the state fee. They don't charge you all these BS fees and extra fees that most other companies would charge you, or even accountants or tax professionals. They're going to charge you for their time, right? Nothing's free in life. So if you want to get things done for free, go to Bizy.com. I'm not affiliated by them. I mean, I literally don't give you a link for it. All you guys got to do is go to Bizy.com and that's all you, right? But with Bizy.com, you don't have to worry about paying processing fees and all this BS. All you have to pay is a state fee because no one can start an LLC for free. You have to pay the state fee, but that's all you're going to pay. Now, Bizy.com will also give you the option to expedite the shipping on your LLC. So if you guys want to go ahead and start your business and you want to get started in a week, you can expedite shipping on your LLC. Bizy will help you skip the line and get your documents in front of the state right away. And all you have to do is pay, I think it's like $50. That's the only fee that you would pay with Bizy. That's the only fee. Now, if you want any other extra things like accounting and all this other junk, I wouldn't recommend you to get it, but you could. And, that will come with its own fees, but you don't have to. You literally don't have to. All you have to do is get the standard package, right? Pay the state fee and then the expedited shipping. That's all I would recommend you to pay for. And guys, it's a super easy process. I mean, literally what you would do with your accountant or your tax professional or a lawyer, whoever helped you set up your company, you're going to do with Bizy.com. The paperwork that they give you to fill out is the same paperwork that you're going to have online to fill out. All you're going to fill out is your general information, first and last name, right? Your company info, address, all that good stuff. And then boom, submit it. It goes to the state reviews it. It gets back to you. Everything gets approved. You get your LLC created, right? Number two, your business bank account. Your business bank account is very important, guys. You're a company now. You're a company, you're going to be making income. And because you are making income from your company, unlike a W-2 professional where you get taxes taken out of your check, it is completely different as a business. When you're a business and you're making money, no taxes are getting taken away. Therefore, at the end of the year, when you file your taxes, or the beginning of the following year when you file your taxes, guess what? you're going to have to pay taxes. So therefore, a business bank account is very important. It is going to help you categorize all your transactions. It is going to help you keep track of your books. It is going to make sure that you don't start on the wrong foot with Uncle Sam. Guys, you guys don't want to mess with the IRS. You do not want to mess with the IRS. That is a problem that you don't want to deal with. So having a business bank account is very important because it is going to keep everything separate. Your business is going to be separate from your personal income, your personal expenses, and all that stuff, right? So what business bank accounts can you set up? Well, the different banks that you guys can work with are small regional banks or credit unions. What I don't recommend you to go with is Chase, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America. These banks here, because they are big and technically they can turn down whoever they want, they will not work with you if you're an ATM business owner. If you start your merchant services business, then you can work with these businesses, these banks, right? But here's one thing that I would recommend you guys. If you guys are planning to double dip, if you guys are planning to start an ATM business and a merchant services business, then I do not recommend you to work with these banks. Because guess what? They will work with merchant services, but they won't work with ATMs. Therefore, you're going to have two separate banks. And with two separate banks comes with double the work. And guys, who wants to do extra work? I don't, right? I don't. So if you don't want to do extra work, even though you start your merchant services business first, I would go with a bank that's ATM business friendly. Because if you plan on starting your ATM business shortly after that, then you're going to need an ATM business friendly bank. Now, step number 3, guys. Step number 3, connect with the right processing team. This is very important. This is the backbone to your business, guys. This is what's going to pretty much make your life a whole lot easier. You need to connect with the right processing team. When it comes to ATMs, you want to get free unlimited processing and no contract. What this means is that if you're charging $3 or $4 per transaction, that's 100% yours. The processing company is not taking a single penny from you. No contract means that they are not tying you to them. There might be an agreement, but the agreement doesn't necessarily say, hey, you have to work with me for 4 or 5 years, or you have to pay us 25 cents, 15 cents per transaction. That's what no contract means. Work with a company that will provide you free processing and no obligation to work with them. So if you want to sell the portfolio, if you want to exit the portfolio, whatever you want to do, you want to move countries, right? I know people like one of my mentors right now, a lot of you guys probably know him as Paul Alex. He actually is moving to Dubai soon. Well, that's why he sold his ATM business, because now he's not going to have the time to vote his machines. So therefore, he sold his business so that he can invest into some real estate in Dubai, right? So if you're moving out of the country, you want to make sure that if it doesn't matter what you do, right? The processor will not penalize you for exiting, right? And that's what no contract means. Now, with merchant services, guys, it's a little different. The processing company that you work with, it's going to be a little different. The processing company is going to give you processing, but it's not free. Now, guys, you're not paying out of pocket. All it is doing, it is coming out of your residuals. So with merchant services, if you place a terminal like this inside of a business, let's just say you place it inside of a cash-only restaurant, right? And that cash-only restaurant is making $100,000 a month because it's a busy restaurant. You will make 0.5 to 1% if you apply the 4% cash discount when you get this terminal installed. You will make 0.5 to 1% of the business's revenue. So if the business is doing $100,000 a month, you will make about $500 to $1,000 a month in residuals. Now, reason why is because out of that residual, out of that 4%, let's just say, for example, someone spends 20 bucks on a 4% cash discount, it'll be 80 cents. So the 4% cash discount will be 80 cents. That means the customer will pay an extra 80 cents on top of their $20 purchase. Out of that 80 cents, 50% will go to the American Express, Visa, MasterCard. The other 50% will be divided between you and your ISO, your processor, because the processor, of course, has to make money. That's their interchange. So you get 50%, they get 50%. You should look for a processor that's giving you no less than 50%. If there's a processor out there trying to give you 35%, 25%, do not work with them. because they're sharks. They're just trying to get you to come on as an agent, and they're just trying to get you to land deals for them, and they're trying to get the most out of it. You want to work with a processor with merchant services that's willing to give you 50% residuals. And again, guys, if you get 50% residuals on a 4% cash discount, the best way I can describe this for you guys is 0.5 to 1% of the business's revenue is what you would make in residuals. So again, you're working with a business that's doing $100,000 a month. That's $500 to $1,000 a month in passive income that you would make off each location. If the business is doing $50,000 a month in revenue, you would make $250 to $500 a month in residuals. That is how you would make money with the merchant services business. With your ATMs, you guys already know that. I've been talking about ATMs for the longest. If you're charging $3, $4 per transaction, every time someone withdraws some money out of your ATM, they pay that fee, and that fee goes straight to you. $3, $4. So if 100 people use your ATM and you're charging $3, that is $300. If 1,000 people are using your ATM every single month and you're charging $3, that's $3,000. So you guys do the math, right? That is how you would make your money with your businesses, your passive income. This is exactly how to build passive income with both businesses. So number 4, location. Guys, location. I can't express this enough. Location is very important when you start this business. Why? Because, guys, if you install an ATM inside of a barber shop that has 2 barbers and one is full-time, one is part-time, I mean, come on, guys. The likelihood of that business doing very well, the likelihood of that ATM having traffic and, making you some passive income is going to be not very likely, right? It's going to be very slow. You're barely going to make any money, right? So you want to make sure that you look for high traffic locations. Now, guys, for both ATMs and merchant services, high traffic locations are key. Now, for ATMs, cash only, cash driven businesses are also key, right? There's not a lot of them out there, but there is some out there. Like I said earlier, in October of 2024, literally about 4 months ago, if my math is correct, I just landed a cash only bar that's been making me about $2,500 a month for the last few months, right? And I just landed this location a few months ago. So there's still a lot of cash only businesses out there. You just got to go out there and look for them, right? And high processing fees. This is going to benefit you on your merchant services business. If you're dealing with a business that's currently using Square, or let's just say, for example, they're using any other merchant services company that is making them pay processing fees, and they're paying $500, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000 a month in processing fees. Believe it or not, there's companies out there paying that much in credit card processing fees. You guys can help them out by installing one of your terminals on a 4% cash discount or merchant relief program, and it will completely wipe out their fees. And that is how you're going to be able to land these locations. Guys, sales is all about solving problems. You have to solve their problem. If you walk into a business and you solve their problem, you help them make money, you help them save money, you help them increase traffic, you are solving a problem. And if you guys can do that, you guys are going to have a lot more success with landing deals. If you guys walk into a business and they already have the best deal possible, right? They already making a lot of money. They're already saving a lot of money. They already got a lot of traffic. It's going to be harder to sell that deal, right? You are going to have to figure out how you can one up the current company that they already work with, right? But the only way you're going to be able to figure that out, guys, is by asking questions. Sales is all about the transfer of certainty, right? You have to be able to literally, guys, go in and get them to realize that the current company that they're working with is not as good as yours, right? And also, another thing that's going to help you land locations is not obligating the business to work with you, right? If you're walking in and you're salesy, you're freaking, work with me, please. I'll give you a referral fee. We have the best company in the country. We have the best company in the city, right? Please work with me, right? You look desperate. You look too pushy. All you're going to do is push them away, right? You have to make it seem like, hey, man, we can help you out. Here's what we can do. We can help increase traffic. We can help lower processing fees. We can help increase cash transactions, right? Which is what you don't have already. If you would like to work with us, we have a promotion going on right now where we will literally install our equipment for free for 30 days. We'll install equipment for 30 days. We'll see what the equipment does for your business. We'll see how it can benefit you. And guess what? If the business does not work out for you, if the partnership doesn't work out for you, if my ATM doesn't work out for you, if my credit card machine doesn't work out for you, if you're not making any money, if you're not saving any money, if you're not, if your traffic doesn't go up, well, guess what? In 30 days, if we sit down and we look at the reports, if we sit down and look at the numbers and they don't make sense for you, I'll come and withdraw my equipment. I'll pull out my equipment and guess what? I'll throw you $200 for giving me your time. How does that sound? Right? When you go into a business and you don't obligate them to work with you and you give them incentives to want to work with you, right? You let them know that you have an invested interest in their business. You have an invested interest for this to work out. They're going to be like, man, this sounds good. Let me give it a try. And guess what? You heard the key words here. Let me give it a try. Reason why they say that is because you're not obligating them to work with you. You're not telling them, hey, we're going to sign a 48-month contract. If you do that, guys, you're going to push them away. You're going to scare them away, right? If you sign them on a freaking 1-year contract, you're going to scare them away. If they're already defensive, the last thing you want to do, guys, is be like, sign my contract, right? So what I would recommend you guys to do is always, always, always offer some sort of trial, some sort of 30-day trial, some sort of, partnership where they don't have to pay anything. They don't have to put any time. They don't have to put any work, any money. And all you're going to do is just try, right? Because guess what? What you don't know, you don't know. They're not going to know if it benefits them if they don't try. And you're not going to know if it's going to work out for your business or it's going to make you money if you don't try. So it's all about just giving them the option to try it out, right? And when you don't obligate them to want to do that or want to work with you, they're gonna give it a shot. They're gonna be like, oh, well, what the heck? If it doesn't work out in 30 days, you'll just pull your equipment out. All right, I'm okay with that. Boom. And that's how you build a relationship. And for the next 30 days, guys, make sure that you're giving them the best freaking service possible. You're coming in, you're having conversations, you're supporting their business, you're buying a pizza or some tacos, or you're getting a haircut, or you're getting your nails done, or whatever the case may be, right? You're bringing them a coffee, some donuts, right? You're taking care of them. Because guess what? Even if the business doesn't work out, even if it's a little slower than you thought, or even if their traffic didn't go up, or even if their processing fees, went down a little bit or whatever, right? At least you've built a good enough relationship that maybe their last person that they were working with wasn't doing. And because you're providing value on a more personal level, because you're providing a great relationship, because you're going above and beyond, they are going to see that. And they're going to be like, man, my last person wasn't bringing me coffee. My last person wasn't coming in and checking up on me. My last person wasn't giving me free receipt paper. My last person wasn't inviting me out for a freaking drink, right? When they see that, they're going to be like, it's much more valuable and a more enjoyable process to work with you than to work with these other guys that I barely speak to, right? Make sure you reply right away. Make sure you check up on them, right? And after you build a good relationship, I'm not necessarily saying you're good to forget about them and take the next 6 months off. No, but you can slowly but surely distance yourself and repeat that process with more and more merchants, because it's all about building a relationship. You have to be able to build a strong relationship to hold accounts. You're going to have to do that. If you can't do that, guys, it's going to hurt you in the long run. Someone else is going to come in and offer them a little better information, a little better resources, a little better profit margins, and a little better everything. And they're going to be like, well, shit, this guy, I barely see them. So let's go ahead and give you a shot, right? The only reason they started working with you was because you offered them something that the last person wasn't offering them. So if you're not going above and beyond for your relationships, if you're not going above and beyond for your partners, and someone else comes in and like, hey, man, I'll bring you coffee every day. Guess what? They're going to freaking take a free coffee every day, right? Because you're not giving them value. You're not providing them, a good relationship. You're not building trust, right? But if you're going above and beyond for a location, and you're doing everything in your power to give them the best experience possible to work with you, guess what? If someone comes in through that door tomorrow and they're like, man, we'll give you an extra $100 bonus every single month. We'll save you an extra $200 every single month. Guys, they're business owners. They have expenses. You really think $200 is going to shake them up? The only way $200 will shake them up, guys, is if you're not giving them good service. They're going to be like, well, shit, this guy's not providing me anything. I'll take the extra $200. Let's go ahead and get signed up. And boom, you lost the location, right? As opposed to you're building a great relationship, you're providing them a ton of value, and they're like, man, $200 don't move me, man. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I might take those $200, but your service might not be good. Your service might be a freaking fourth of these guys. These guys provide me phenomenal services. These guys provide me great, technical support and all this stuff. $200 might not be worth it, right? And business owners know that. Business owners see that. So make sure that you guys find great locations and build great relationships. Now, comment location down below, guys, if you would like a free location. I built a great location team over the last 5 years of being in this business, and my location team is now offering a free location, which I'll get into here toward the end of this live, to 5 special people. So comment location down below if you would like a free location, and I can send you some more information on how you can take advantage of that. But let's go ahead and get into our second lesson, guys. We're 42 minutes, I believe, into this live training. So I want to make sure that I get to everything and also get to your guys' Q&A. So if any of you guys have any questions, make sure that you guys start commenting down below here in the next 5 minutes, and I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. But let's go ahead and go into the 3 things not to do when starting your business, guys. This is very important. Very, very important because, guys, I'm sure you've heard this everywhere and almost anywhere. Entrepreneurship is not easy. If entrepreneurship was easy, guys, everybody would be doing it. But no one's doing it, right? So therefore, don't think that entrepreneurship is a piece of cake. Don't think that it's a walk in the park. It's not. There's going to be trial and error. There's going to be lessons learned, right? There's going to be headaches. There's going to be hiccups, right? But that's part of the journey, right? The best thing to do, though, is make sure that you surround yourself around the right people so that you can learn from the right people and you're not in a bad situation, guys. So all you have to do, guys, is just surround yourself around people that you want to be like. Your network is your net worth. So number 1, guys, don't try to reinvent the wheel. A lot of people, believe it or not, they want to avoid self-education. They want to jump into the business blind because they feel that with the information that they got on YouTube, the information that they got on Google, they're like, man, I think I'm ready to go by myself. I don't think I need any help. I don't need you, Juan, or I don't need you, XYZ, right? And they try to go in all on their own. And guess what? The first thing they run into is a problem. And guess what? Because they've started on their own, they got to take the time to figure out how to fix it. They got to pay money to fix it because guess what? They didn't educate themselves or they didn't surround themselves around people who've already gone through certain issues. If you surround yourself around someone who's built that business in that niche, guess what? When you run into a problem, that person is going to be able to help you with fixing that problem in no time. It's going to save you money and it's going to save you time in the long run. So how many of your guys' time is valuable here? How many of you guys right now watching values your time? Go ahead and comment me. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and give me a fire emoji. Just comment down below if you guys value your time because my time is valuable. I value my time. I have 2 little beautiful girls, right? One of them is 5 years old. One of them just turned 1 year old a few days ago in January, literally a few days before my birthday, right? Best birthday present that I've ever got. But I got 2 little girls, right? And my time is valuable. I want to be able to spend time with my little girls. I want to be able to take my little girls anywhere they want, right? I want to be able to do as much as I can with my little girls, watch them grow. I want to show them that I'm a part of their life, right? But guess what? With time being valuable, you have to put in the work. You have to sacrifice, right? Because no one's going to get, a full business in a box with a silver spoon. No one is. No one's going to come up to you and be like, hey, man, I got 5 ATMs that you can have that are making $5,000 a month. No one's going to do that, right? You have to build your own business. You have to put in the time, right? So if your time is valuable, guys, go ahead and comment down below. But you have to be able to self-educate yourself, whether it's investing in your education, right? Investing into a mentor, getting some guidance from, seasoned entrepreneurs, people that have already done what you're trying to do. That's the best way you're going to be able to save time and save money. Time is money, guys. Come on. So number 2, giving up. That is one of the things that a lot of beginners do. A lot of beginners give up. And it's just because, guys, like I said, entrepreneurship is not easy. Entrepreneurship is not easy. This is where you're going to see whether you're weak, you got a weak mentality, or you're a freaking fighter, right? You're an action taker. right? You're ready to freaking conquer. This is where you're gonna notice the difference, right, between you and the people around you that aren't, taking action, that are constantly trading their time for money, right? So it's not easy to build a business. You got to put in the time. You have to put in the time. Again, guys, surrounding yourself around the right people is going to help you scale the business. Is going to help you learn a lot, right? You're going to get rejected multiple times, and a lot of people see this. Whenever someone starts a business, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. You're going to get rejected multiple times. A lot of business owners are going to tell you yes. They're going to get your hopes up, and then sooner or later, going to be like, nah, man, I'm not interested. So you got to prepare yourself for stuff like this, because a lot of people, they get excited, right? They're like, man, I want to build this business because I want to be financially free, because I want to cover my cost of living, because I want to make $10,000 a month. I want to make $5,000 a month. I want to, stop working my 9 to 5. They're super excited. They're pumped to start the business. And the second they get started and they start getting rejected, they start freaking, seeing that it's not easy. They start to give up. And guys, if you give up, guess what? You're back to the rat race. You're back to the old life that you were living, right? So if you want to be able to make a difference, if you want to go ahead and change your current, what your current life looks like, then you have to be able to put in the work, right? You have to be able to take the rejections. You have to be able to take all the failures, all the lessons, and just make sure that you're better the next time. Make sure that you're consistent the next time. Make sure that you're disciplined. Make sure that you're improving by analyzing your past, analyzing your failures, right? Without failures, there's no success, guys. Everyone fails. Everyone fails. I've been shut down by banks. I've lost locations. I've had business owners tell me after a few months that they don't want my ATMs, right? I've been through it all, guys. I've been in the business for 5 years, but I've been through a lot, right? But that separates you from the lazy people, from the people that don't want to make a change, that are just comfortable, right? You got to step out of your comfort zone. So one closed deal is going to make a difference every single time, guys. Every single time that I landed a location, guys, I was freaking pumped. I was excited. It's like it lit up another fire under my behind, and I was ready to go out and close more deals. Every single time you close a new deal, guys, trust me, guys, whenever you go through this, I can't wait for you guys to go through this. But whenever you go through this, it's gonna freaking spark some freaking motivation, some freaking, energy in your body, and in your, in your life, that's gonna make you want to go in and freaking find more locations that same day. So you're gonna get your motivation back. So if you guys tend to get demotivated with entrepreneurship, trust me, guys, just stay consistent. And as long as you stay consistent, it's gonna bring that motivation back. Because guys, it's gonna be no time before you close a deal, before you get a new deal, right? You're not gonna get rejected all your life, right? You're always gonna figure out how you can improve. You're always gonna figure out how you can improve your communication, how you can improve your sales, right? Now, if you get rejected for freaking 2, 3, 4, 5 years, that means you're doing something wrong. I would invest in some sales training, right? Because there's something that you're doing that's not converting. So make sure that you guys always invest in yourself. That's key. That is key, right? Don't give up. Just invest in yourself. You're gonna go through some trial and error, but trust me, guys, you'll see the fruits of your labor, guys. Now, also, treat every day like it's your first day, man. Treat every day like it's your first day. Every single day, pretend like you got 0 locations. Pretend like you got no success, right? That's what's gonna keep you moving. That's the needle in what is it? The needle mover or whatever, right? That's what's gonna keep you up. That's what's gonna keep you motivated. That's what's gonna keep you hungry. Treating every day like it's a new day, like you have nothing to your name, right? That's ultimately what kept me, up and running. What kept me, working hard and scaling and staying disciplined and staying consistent. It's just every day I landed a location. Guess what? I didn't take a break. I didn't get comfortable. I didn't take time off. I just kept going. I kept going. The next day I landed another deal, right? And the next day I didn't land nothing. The day after that I didn't land nothing. I didn't land nothing for an entire week. But guess what? I was still going out and landing deals. Because guess what, guys? If you don't stay consistent And if you don't treat every day like it's a new day and you get comfortable, and let's just say you land 2-3 locations and you're like, man, I'm making $300-$500 a month. It's covering my mortgage, it's covering my phone bill, it's covering groceries, whatever. I'm good, man. I'm chilling. Let me take the next 3, 4, 5 months off. Imagine if you lose a location. Imagine the setback that's going to put on your portfolio. Now you're back to the rat race. Now you got to start working. Now you got to start driving Uber, because guess what? The 1, 2, 3 locations that you had and you lost them, guess what? That's going to hit your portfolio. That's going to make an impact on your income. So guys, you have to always stay consistent. You have to always scale your business, because one lost location can offset your portfolio and can put you in a bad spot. So what makes Wealth Streams Academy special, guys? I'm excited about this because we've recently launched our merchant services program. We are going to start helping every single one of you guys land some deals with merchant services and, of course, ATMs. So what makes Wealth Streams Academy special? Well, number one, guys, we're going to provide you step-by-step coaching program to start double dipping, start your double dipping machine ultimately, right? Start double dipping, start going out and landing deals and making 2 streams of income from one business. I mean, who could complain about that? Who can complain about an extra stream of income, right? Number 2, or in this case, the same number 1, but next to building a double dipping machine, is avoiding mistakes, right? Avoiding mistakes, avoiding loss of time. Like I said, guys, if you do this on your own, nothing wrong with that. But you're going to invest a lot of time. You're going to invest a lot of money. You're going to have to put the puzzle together. So therefore, with a coaching program, with the guidance, right, surrounding yourself around the right people, it's going to help you save time and it's going to help you avoid mistakes. Number 2, guys, we will give you access to a list of banks that will ultimately work with you anywhere in the United States. So it doesn't matter if you're in California, if you're in Florida, if you're in New York, you're in Washington, you're in Texas. Doesn't matter, guys. It does not matter where you're at. You will be receiving a list of ATM business-friendly banks and merchant services-friendly banks so that you're able to go out and land a bank in no time. Set that up and, go ahead and get started with building your business. Number 3, you will also get access to our entire network, both ATMs and merchant services processing, wholesale on all your equipment, location team services to streamline your process. So if you want access to our processing teams, you got it. If you want access to wholesale pricing on equipment, ATMs and merchant services terminals and POS systems, you got it. You want free processing, you got it. You want locations, you got it. We will provide you all of this information, all of these resources in-house. Number 4, guys, we will also provide you contracts. We will provide you scripts, anything that you need to establish a great foundation and build your business, continue to grow, right? Because some of you guys, I understand, you're not sales savvy. You don't know how to go out and speak to business owners and land deals. So we will provide you sales scripts. We will give you the sales training that you need so that you're able to confidently go out and land deals, guys. And number 5, we will also include your first guaranteed location. Whether you start your ATM business first or you start your merchant services first, we will find your first guaranteed location for free, guys. Now, on top of this, we will give you 24/7 support before and after you start your business at no extra cost. So once you get started with my program, let's just say you're like, man, Juan, I want to work with you. I want the guidance. I want the mentorship. I'm ready to go. I've been saving my money. I'm ready to invest. I'm ready to take action. We will give you 24/7 support. That means you will have access to my mentorship. I would be able to help you out. You would have access to group chats. You would have access to my community. You will have access to my curriculums. You'll be able to go in there and have all the support that you need before and after. So even after you set up your business and you're crushing it, you've landed your first, your second, your third location. But guess what? Maybe on your 4th location, you have a question. You have a concern. Guess what? We are still going to be there for you every step of the way, because I don't expect you to learn everything with your first location. I don't expect you to learn everything for your second location, right? Some people learn a little slower than others, right? Which is perfectly fine, because guess what? You will have unlimited access to my entire mentorship and network with my program, right? So go ahead and comment action down below, guys. Remember, like I said earlier, for the first 5 people that comment location and reach out to us, I will be able to reach out to you here shortly after the live, either me or one of my team members, and we're going to go ahead and set up a quick 10 to 15 minute intro call to our for our current program. And for the first 5 people that come in action and set up a call with me or my team this week, literally before Friday, the first 5 people, the first 5 serious entrepreneurs that are ready to get started, ready to take action, ready to invest in themselves, ready to build passive income, ready to get closer to financial freedom, ready to build passive income, guys. Not only will I give you a free location included, a free location, that means my team will go out and find you a guaranteed location. If the location doesn't work out, this is why it's a guarantee. They will find you another one at no cost. Not only will you get that, but I would also give you $1,000 off of our program. All you have to do is comment action down below. Comment action down below, and I'll reach out to you after the live, set up a quick 10, 15 minute intro call with you, go over all of our information, right? Show you what my curriculum looks like, show you what my program looks like. And hey, at the end of the day, if you feel like that's a good fit for you, man, let's get started. I'm excited. I'm ready to help you out. If I'm not a good fit for you, hey, no big deal. Go find somebody else or continue to take advantage of our free resources here. Not a big deal, guys. So let's go ahead and get into the Q&A, guys. I got about 3 to 5 minutes to answer a few questions. If I don't see any questions, then I'll go ahead and end it. But all my people watching a replay, feel free to still comment down below any questions that you guys have, and I'd be more than happy to help you guys out as well. So go ahead and comment down below, guys. What's up, Andre? Man, let's go ahead and get that call in, brother. Let's go ahead and get your call in, Andre. We'll reach out to you shortly. Where should I buy an ATM for a good price? Do they charge any kind of processing fees or on each transaction? So it depends on who you work with, Andre. If you decide to go do this business on your own, then you have to find a company that will give you wholesale price on equipment and also free processing, right? If you work with me, if you work with my program, you will get free processing and you will get wholesale price on all your equipment. That's just what you get by being part of my network. So you get that with me. I don't know about any other company. Let me see. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Let me see. If you guys have any questions, comment down below and I'd be more than happy to help you guys out right now. Again, all my people watching the replay, if you guys are watching the replay, do not hesitate. Comment down below any questions that you guys have, and I'd be more than happy to help you guys out as well. I'll comment down below. We'll help you out. We'll shoot you a message. We'll send you some guides. Now, all my people watching, if you guys would like a free guide, go ahead and comment guide down below. I have my free 2025 guide on starting your ATM business and merchant services business. So all you have to do is comment guide down below. That's GUIDE. Go ahead and comment guide down below, and me or one of my team members will go ahead and send it your way. Now, also for all my people that have Instagram, go ahead and you guys see the little banner down below under the screen. Follow me on Instagram. My username is the Juan Geronimo. That's TheJuanJeronimo. I also have a link under the description, I believe, for you guys to go over there and follow me. I post daily content on there on ATM businesses, merchant services, just a ton of informational content out there for you guys so that you guys can go ahead and take action. But I don't see any more questions. So I do appreciate you guys for tuning into the live training, man. I really do appreciate you guys. Like I said, guys, in the beginning, I don't care if we have 1 viewer. I don't care if we have 100 viewers. As long as I'm able to help one person change their perspective in life, build passive income, change their financial state, right? Be able to take care of their family, be able to cover their living expenses, be able to cover their phone bill, their freaking mortgage, right? Doesn't matter. If I'm able to help just one person change their life, I'm happy with that. So I'm happy to help you guys out. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for our live training tonight. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That would be 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern, guys. Peace.